Deshimateji e bentrovati a tutti i fratelli e a tutte le sorelle. Possiamo tutti insieme fare namaskara a nostra madre, alzarci la kundalini e darci 7 bandha. Invitiamo Shri Mataji a prendere posto nel nostro cuore e chiediamole di assorbire tutto il nostro ego e il nostro superego. Possiamo rivolgerci al campo di forza di Madre Terra perché la sua gravità agisce non solo sul nostro corpo ma anche sugli aspetti sottili più grossolani che impediscono la nostra ascesa, ostacolando il raggiungimento del pieno equilibrio. Allora per questo portiamo ambedue le mani a terra. Madre Terra, ti prego, assorbi ogni mio problema fisico, ogni mio pensiero e liberami dalle influenze di ego e superego tramite il potere della tua gravità. La gravità che è una manifestazione della Kundalini di Madre Terra. Diciamo insieme il mantra a Shri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Portiamo adesso la mano sinistra sul ginocchio e rivolgiamo tutta la nostra attenzione al principio dell'innocenza che risiede in ognuno di noi. Chiediamo a Sri Ganesha di guidarci nella meditazione e di condurci con la sua spontaneità e la sua saggezza ai piedi di loto di nostra madre. Diciamo insieme il mantra a Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Adesso possiamo portare ambedue le mani sulle ginocchia e cerchiamo di connetterci al campo di forza più sottile che esiste, a Param Chaitanya, il potere onnipervadente dell'amore divino, un campo nel quale l'amore è l'unica forza che agisce. E noi possiamo interagire con questo campo soltanto grazie alla Kundalini, il riflesso della Shakti in ognuno di noi. L'unico desiderio della Shakti è quello di ricongiungersi a Sadashiva, l'eterna fonte di verità, consapevolezza e gioia. Come Madre ha spiegato, questi tre aspetti fusi insieme sono semplicemente puro amore. Allora esprimiamo con tutta la nostra sincerità il desiderio più puro, che la nostra consapevolezza venga illuminata dalla luce dello Spirito. Il puro desiderio è la fonte primaria dell'energia potenziale per la nostra ascesa. E allora proprio per aiutare questa nostra ascesa invochiamo il mantra Shri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Affinché l'energia potenziale possa entrare in azione e quindi produrre il moto ascensionale della consapevolezza, dobbiamo liberare la nostra attenzione da ogni forma di attaccamento, da qualsiasi aspettativa terrena. Allora per aiutarci in questo possiamo dire il mantra Shri Nirmala Citta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Citta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Madre, ti prego, conduci la mia attenzione ovunque tu ritieni sia in grado di arrivare. Mi arrendo completamente a te. Manifestiamo con forza il desiderio di diventare tutti un unico essere universale, un solo cuore che si inchina ai piedi di loto di nostra Madre. Ognuno di noi è parte integrante del tutto, della visione di Madre. Rendiamo omaggio all'essere cosmico che ci porta al di là di qualsiasi separazione. Diciamo insieme il mantra Shri Virata Viratangana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Virata Viratangana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Preghiera. Portaci con te, spirito d'amore, forma un'onda di forza consapevole, che in alto ci sollevi leggeri, nel gioco di luce e cielo e di lontananza di pensieri. Rendici gioiosi, testimoni, grati, bambini ogni giorno un po' più saggi, compagni di gioco distaccati, fratelli di tuffi nel profondo. Rendici gocce di uno stesso mare, senza contenitori né barriere, legati tutti insieme dal silenzio. Ascoltiamo ora due bellissimi estratti da due discorsi di Srimataji, il primo dal Puja di compleanno del 1990 e il secondo del 5 maggio 1980, nei quali Srimataji evidenzia l'importanza della sincerità come spinta fondamentale per la crescita.
This understanding of what you have achieved in Sajoga should immediately make you realize what you are. And when it all has happened to us, automatically you should be very sincere about it. You must feel that something really we have achieved is something so great. So we have to be sincere. Mentally also, you should feel that way. So this is first thing you do is to mentally feel. To mentally feel that is so important. But the second part is different. Where you see something, you know something, and you start opening your heart about it. In the second part, you have to open your heart. So the sincerity comes from an open heart. If your heart is not open, you cannot be sincere. Now what does it mean that your heart is not open? Let us see. You are born again, you have got your realization, also it is your birthday in a way. But in the growth of your knowledge and understanding, you have not kept pace with your heart. But what is the reason for that? What is it that keeps your heart like that? You can discover very easily that your heart rules the body, rules your brain, everything. Because if your heart stops, everything stops. But if your brain stops, heart won't stop. So heart is the most important thing, and it governs the whole being within you. Now this special instrument, which is very delicate, which circulates also, is like a stone. How will it pulsate? So when we say enlarge your heart, it means that the stoniness of your heart has to be melted away. But how does it become stony? We have to go to the roots of that. It becomes like a stone because the heart controls the brain. As there are 7 auras on your brain, in the same way there are 7 auras on your heart. And all those auras are the ones which control the auras of the brain. Now, on the brain, as you know, there are 2 institutions of ego and conditionings. We start pressing the brain too much. As a result, all these auras get pressed. So the auras which are surrounding the heart also get pressed. So this conditioning makes the brain pervert, but it doesn't make it a stone. Only what makes it a stone is that if he is born with some sort of a mental derangement, that he cannot think. Otherwise, the brain goes on thinking, whether with conditionings or with ego. It goes on thinking. Such a brain should not affect the heart, because heart affects the brain. But the auras which are manifested from the heart start becoming dull or disappearing. So the auras around the heart are very sensitive and they feel no use throwing light on the brain. They start becoming smaller and smaller, and that's how the heart becomes small. Because they have no purpose in life then. So they start becoming smaller and smaller. As a result, the heart becomes small. We call somebody is very small-hearted fellow, is a chicken-hearted fellow. Or we always say such a man is a stone-hearted person. All this happens because of the conditionings and the ego of the human mind. And the result is felt by the heart becoming a stone, because heart is a sensitive thing. Brain is not that. That is how we do not know how to be kind to others, how to be nice, how to be helpful, how to be gentle, and how to be reassuring, protecting others. All this we have inherited already. We have already got a stone heart when we come to Sahaja, and we have a brain either full of ego or super-ego. So now with your Kundalini rising, you can clear out your head first of all. So the sincerity will come when the Kundalini will move and touch your Brahmarandra, which is the seat of your heart, and will expand. Then the heart just comes back like a king, returns back, and starts dominating the brain. So the relationship between the two has to be fully understood. At first the domination of the heart, or we can say the kinghood of heart, is challenged, is put down, brought to zero, and then this brain becomes the king and it starts ruling us. I think, I feel means the brain, the ego. If you could give up, I think, I want, everything will be all right. You should say, I want is not the point. This body wants it. You separate yourself. Gradually you start separating yourself from all such situations by never saying, I want. You should say, this body, this hand, this head. You start separating. And once you are separated, all these barriers of ego and superego will disappear. But as it is, also it's very easy to get rid of these two. It's very easy to get rid of these two. Only by raising your kundalini and breaking your Brahmarandra. This is the greatest achievement that you have got, that you can break your Brahmarandra, make your kundalini get connected with all-pervading power. That's why I always say you must meditate and you must be in thoughtless awareness that it works out. Don't pay attention to outside things so much. Next thing you should decorate yourself within yourself. With sincerity, with nice thoughts about yourself, that you are capable, absolutely capable people. And you can use your imagination, your intelligence, rationality, whatever you think you have, to find the way, again I say, to keep your heart large. The second very important point is of complete integration within and without. Within, unless and until there is integration, we cannot bring forth the outside integration. The complete integration within comes by dedicating yourself to your own improvement. First and foremost is time must be given for your development. It's not to show me or not to show anyone. It is between you and yourself. You have to work hard to cleanse yourself. Easy to live comfortably with all the horrible chakras within us. But it is easier also, and the best, most enjoyable is to have very clean chakras. And it comes, first of all, is sincerity. First of all is complete sincerity. Are we sincere to ourselves? Sometimes it is misunderstood. People think if we have to be sincere to ourselves, we should deny Sahajyoga. Sahajyoga is the union between you and God. And the sincerity must be full, must be complete. Any kind of insincerity which comes into you is extremely detrimental. So you must know that as your mother has sincerity about you, you must also have sincerity about yourself. Then you will start enjoying Sahajyoga. That is very important to create integration within you. Because if it is sincerity, it comes from your heart. If it is coming from your heart, then your body, your mind, your intelligence, everything will work hard to fulfill it. But if it is not coming from your heart, it is going to be a superficial thing. So you try to feel it from your heart. That's what it means, sincerity. Do not depend on anyone, your wife, husband, children, nothing. Mother, father. It's your own. So you have to work in such a way that you get complete integration. And the driving force towards integration is a very simple one, is sincerity. Thus, you will know that automatically you are getting integrated. The another factor is important is patience. You must have patience with others. Because if you do not have patience, your sincerity will start doubting itself. So you must have patience. And to get patience, you must know what you have been so far and where are you. When you will know what you were, you will have patience with others. Tremendous patience. And by having patience with others, your sincerity will be all the time complete. By your sincerity, you will be completely integrated. So we come to the point of sincerity. Now let us go deeper into it. How the sincerity is to be maintained. First of all, we have to make some determinations, sankalpas of being sincere. Then we have to act by finding out how do we get insincere on what points. You are good at analyzing, you can find it out. How do you get insincere? On what points you get insincere? What are the corrective points? Keep a control on your mind to see how does it become insincere. You'll be amazed that it's simple to be sincere than to be insincere. If the easiest thing is to be sincere than to be deceiving. Because you don't have to think. To be sincere, you don't have to think. If you have to be insincere, you have to think, plan out, and to find out methods, all the loopholes and escapes by which you have to run away. If you have to be captive of your sincerity, you don't have to worry about it. And then sincerity itself is rewarding. This principle must be written down in your hearts. That sincerity itself is rewarding. You don't have to go to anybody else to ask for the reward of sincerity. Sincerity itself rewards you. And that's why you start enjoying your own sincerity. If you start seeing all these things as a witness, that how your sincerity has made you so beautiful, so dignified, and how you have started rising in your self-esteem, you'll be amazed how sincerity itself is a big force which will manifest its living dynamism in you, and you will be a transformed person. This transformation within you is going to change the whole world. People are going to see that you are no more a confused person. You are not a person who is doubting, and neither you are a person who is a fanatic. You are not a blind person, and you are a person who is alert and aware and who can see things better than others. So, divine is only interested in such people. As I have told you before, that divine is more interested in a little worm which is alert and aware than in a palace of a king which is dead. The more alert you become, the more divine takes interest. But this alertness is nothing but the enlightenment of your sincerity. You'll be amazed how sincerity is the thing. That means you are loyal to yourself. You have to be loyal and not disloyal. The loyalty to yourself is sincerity. And that is how I have managed Sahaja Yoga. But sincerity is my nature. I don't have to strive for it. I cannot get out of it. While if I am your ideal, you should try to imbibe my nature within yourself. And then you will be amazed how you are connected with me. Then we all move like one wave, one being, one personality. That is the achievement of this starting. Sincerity of purpose brought in action, not theory and philosophy, but in action, active sincerity in every way, and patience. All these things will bring forth the complete integration within. Try to become sincere and sincere and sincere, and enjoy your sincerity. I bless you all with your sincerity.
Grazie Shimataji per aver portato la nostra attenzione sino alle vette più elevate e fa che rimanga sempre in alto anche per tutto il resto della giornata. Possiamo appoggiare la mano destra sul Sahasrara, poi la solleviamo e lasciamo che la nostra attenzione vada ai piedi di loto di nostra madre, adornati dai 1000 petali del Sahasrara. Cantiamo ora i tre mantra del Sahasrara, poi quando lo desideriamo possiamo fare Namaskar e alzarci la Kundalini. Un caro abbraccio a tutti e Jai Shimataji.
Shri Mahalakshmi Italia.